forward to games like this every season. Teams riding momentum, coming in a clash for national supremacy and trying to make a statement as we get close to the playoffs. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see the number 18 team in the country, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Colorado's offense will have the ball first. And Jesse, in this age of transfers, quarterbacks are the hottest commodities. We've seen this guy, but now different uniform, different surroundings. It's his job to get everybody going in the same direction.
Well, he just has to take command of this offense early. Listen, we've seen in recent years transfer quarterbacks have success right away. Think about Will Howard winning a national championship at Ohio State, Dylan Gabriel over at Oregon, Cam Ward at Miami. This guy has a really good grasp of the offense, picked it up in the offseason. I know they're really excited to see what he can do on the field today.
And these transfer quarterbacks are so wanted because they already have the experience. You know exactly what they can do. You're not guessing. So his experience translates, and they're counting on it. They love him. That's why they went and got him, and that's why he's starting right now.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. From the shotgun, the inside give. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Guys, let's look big picture in Colorado. You start the season top 25, clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take...
Brings into the open. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offside, defense.
They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. The Buffaloes have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Back open in the middle. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Colorado. As most everyone knows by now, one of the top disruptors on defense in the country, 5-star defensive lineman, and they got him with a huge verbal commitment last week. What's that going to do for them?
I mean, the excitement level through the roof. Getting a guy like that you know is plug and play. I mean, big, strong, athletic, makes your defensive line formidable right away. The recruiting class, they just gained some serious momentum.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. He got it. They will score. Touchdown, Buffaloes.
What an exciting way to start this season. This offense had a plan. They knew who they wanted to be, but you had to come out and execute it. And that was a beautiful first drive, creating some momentum, not only for this offense, but for this squad to start the season.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. So Notre Dame's offense will take the field for the first time. And here comes for the first time as a starter this talented freshman. And Jesse, it seems like quarterbacks mature quicker and quicker these days, and they're ready to grab the reins.
Yeah, you're seeing it more and more. There's more high school quarterbacks now ready to take the next step and compete and perform in college football. But listen, I started as a true freshman back at Florida. I guarantee you he has so much nervous energy going right now because he has never played in an environment like this, and he has never played against competition like this either, Dave.
No, it's crazy, and that was 1920. So imagine now with all the technology and how much he's feeling the nerves. Obviously, All the eyeballs in the stadium is on him. Everybody knows what he's capable of, but he's going to be the first guy to touch the football. It's going to revolve around him, and that's a lot to ask of a freshman.
Got his man on the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. It's hard to find a place these days that the Big Ten doesn't touch geographically, but there's a lot of crossover with the Big Ten and Big 12 and plenty of bragging rights on the line when their schools meet.
You think about Nebraska, once upon a time being in the Big 12, now in the Big 10 too. These conferences also recruit in similar areas too. So this game is interesting, David, because a lot of these players, they're familiar with each other from high school.
Yeah.
He's loose on the right. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver. They can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work.
Got enough space, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Looking for the tie with the extra point. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Got the quick completion. This is the kind of run that falls in the category of sanctioned violence as he's up to the 31. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a while.
Open field on the right. A massive pickup on that one in there. This is at the 21.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. With the run on first and goal. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Colorado!
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Guys, Colorado has the lead here. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. First play of the period, first down here. The give from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Guys, let's take a step back and talk about Notre Dame. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus, the number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport right now.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of success last year, and a lot of their key players want to build off of that. So to me, not a big surprise that these guys decided to stick around.
Yeah, it's cool to see it, man. You don't see a lot of this in college football nowadays. A lot of people leaving.
Turning it on!
I tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
They'll go to the air on second and short. Got it in the middle. It's Gilbert. Tackle is made at the 44 after the 5-yard gain and the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give on the inside. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. Gets it out fast. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on 3rd and short. He might want another play. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Love the effort on defense that time. That looked like that was going to be a completion downfield, but the physicality of the defender jarred the ball loose.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Hey, 4th and short, it's time to be physical. You give it to your running back. You can see he gets physical, gets downhill, gets the first down.
Looking to throw on first down. Right on the money. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Notre Dame comes to the line needing a chunk play on 3rd down. He's got it on the run. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the 3rd down. Now Sneak
gets it done.
It's just so nice to have a signal player who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Wants to go up top on first down. It's complete. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. And the Buffaloes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Pocket breaking down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Finally, on defense, looks like they're able to break serve here. These offenses have been up and down the field now, these last two drives apiece, scoring points. But the sack right there finally puts an end to that, we think. It's setting up fourth down, and that might be a major play so far in this game to give them a lot of momentum moving forward.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And the Buffaloes will line it up on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And the defense makes a play, finally. This is a lot of offense early in this football game, a lot of scoring. Need more of this from the defense. Getting to the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, and then when you get him down, you get him behind the sticks. Good things happen for your defense.
Oh, he's got some space. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. The Buffaloes headed quickly to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Makes the grab. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Ellington. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Never a doubt. And they go back on top. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. Just over 20 seconds to play in the half. You just don't want to make a big mistake here. Grabs it in the middle. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Got his man. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they're trying to get more points on the board before the break. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Fires toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the 1st half. And the Buffaloes will kick it away to crank up the 2nd half. On the move from inside his 5. Slips through the line. He's got an alley. Wide open. It's a great. Oh, returns like that just swing the momentum. Almost turn it to the house. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They start this 3rd quarter, 1-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the 1st half, so let's get that.
Touchdown, Notre Dame! And with that, they've got the lead here in the 2nd half. When you're handed a break, With unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
You can feel the momentum starting to swing in this stadium. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Ellington. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. And the Buffaloes can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll go back to the ground. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. It's complete on the right side. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
The coaching staff defensively, they harp on this unit to be more physical, to fly to the football and gang tackle. You're seeing all of that in this game. That's why they're one of the best run defenses in the nation.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Buffaloes will bring the punt team onto the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Irish, back on offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. To the ground with the back. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
One of the things I love about bootlegs as a former quarterback is it's sort of a run-pass option yourself, right? You're given the choice and the freedom out in space to just do what the defense is not ready for. And that time, everybody covered in the back end, but no one...
There he goes! And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Illegal blocking back. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Running back searching for a hole. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
To the air on 2nd down. Makes the grab. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Got enough for the 1st. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down. Gives you another chance.
And they add 6 more before that trip to the house. The The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Got his man in the middle. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Well, they execute the end route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Wants to go up top. Caught in the backfield, it's Wiley. They work their way to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wants to throw it. Makes the grab on the left. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense, playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You got to take shots offensively.
You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. Complete to the right. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. And the Buffaloes look to keep this drive humming. Looking downfield on first down. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Man down on the... The officials take a break to let him be checked out. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense, to be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it.
Breaks it in the open. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it.
And the running back there did everything that he's coached to do, right? They've got the lead late in this game. You've got to stay in bounds. You're finding yards. It's a positive run, but you're not going out of bounds. Really well done.
On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And this one isn't over because the defense still has 3 timeouts left, but man, that clock is ticking, and they can just run the football up multiple possessions. They're going to need something magical to happen. They're going to need to start stripping at that football, create some turnovers, and get lucky down the stretch.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Second down, they'll go to the air. They'll run the screen. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. They're going to run it to the right. Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Trying to impose their will with the run. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. He's piled up 87 yards rushing now here in week 1. A solid start to this new campaign. On 1st and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Memphis is just getting blown off the field right now, and like them or hate them, I think anyone would agree this is tough to watch. They're trailing by 34 to Mississippi State. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. And step out of bounds after a very productive play.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Out of the backfield, he's open. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. He wants to throw it again. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Plucks it out of the air. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up in the 28. So here they come going for it on 4th and long. The aftershocks of that earlier sack still reverberating. Throws to the back. Converts on 4th down. Still going. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. And the Buffaloes moving quickly to the line. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can.
No gain on the play. Brings up
second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. Grabbed behind the line. It's Wiley. Fights off a defender. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. They'll try to get it through the air. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Still firing away as he'll go down swinging. He's got it and still on his feet. He goes out of bounds. He's a few yards short, and they'll have to turn the football over. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might